Hello everybody and welcome back to Sleeping Dogs. This is Livestream Part 5. Where have I been? As I'm playing Sleeping Dogs. As I'm playing Sleeping Dogs, I will explain to you where I've been so far when it comes to streaming and my overall presence on YouTube. I've had a few personal things happen, but I haven't had anything family emergency or drastic or a death in the family or anything like that. Just a lot of personal things have been happening. So I'll pretty much start off from the very beginning, which I'll try to make this as short as possible. I will be doing an update video for where I've been, but I'll do a kind of a quick, short, sweet, to the point update with this stream that I'm doing. So, my current situation that I was going through was, it was probably 3 weeks ago, yesterday, when the place that I work, and I work at a grocery store, but the place that I work, I actually, when I walked in the door, they decided to close. Not permanently, just temporarily. They decided to close, which we were going to close temporarily for COVID. The reason why COVID was the problem is because we had enough people. We had enough people in the store who possibly had it, and they wanted to take the proper precautions, for COVID, to make sure we did everything we could in our power to make sure the customers felt safe, the employees had enough time to heal and to rest and to get back to 100% health. Well, so it was both bosses, a manager, another manager, and 2 employees. All were sick, so they just said we'll close down for a week and a half. 2 weeks, because in Ohio I think it's only like 7 days that you have to be quarantined now, but they wanted to do a full week and a half just to make sure. Well, by the time that we were open, it was like I said, it was a week and a half that we were closed, and then that following Friday, from that followed that week and a half that we were closed, I actually woke up and I knew I had something because I had kind of a scratchy throat, but when everybody else had COVID, I didn't have anything. I didn't have any problems at all. And when it got down to it, like I said, that was that Friday that we opened up, from being closed for, a week and a half. We opened up, and that following Friday, I found out that I possibly had COVID, or the end of it. I shouldn't say I had COVID, I think, the whole time, but my body wasn't reacting the same way as everybody else's was. So found out that it got to a point to where that Friday I woke up. It was a Thursday night, but then that Friday I woke up, went to work like normal, and I had no energy. I had shortness of breath. I had no energy. It was horrible. It was horrible. So I took off I took off personal days. I took off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Took off 4 days straight. All I did for 4 days literally was lay on the couch and watch TV. I didn't do anything. And with all of the energy that I did not have, that energy turned into a severe lack of motivation. So I literally oh my god, turned into a severe lack of motivation because of no energy. I struggled to eat. I only could drink. Getting up in the mornings, I barely could breathe. I barely could breathe. It was horrible. It was one of the worst sicknesses I think I've ever had. It was really bad. It was really bad. So, if anybody tries to downplay COVID, it's a pretty serious thing, but it all depends on who you are. Everybody's bodies react differently to COVID. And the whole time, I've never downplayed COVID ever. I have had my serious doubts that the masks even worked, because I'm the one person I feel like that I wore the mask correctly. I always wore it over my nose, and believe me, I come from a farming family, so whenever we did anything in grain bins that involved dust, any kind of manure that to get away from the risk of having a fungicide in my lungs, to affect me from getting any kind of problems with allergies, I always had to wear a mask. I even have a ventilated mask, like the charcoal mask and everything that ventilates from vapors, from dust, it covers everything. So I did as much as I possibly could when it came to wearing the mask correctly, even though I didn't really think they worked, and they don't. They did not work enough because I got COVID, and it was a horrible experience. And I can see why people who have underlying issues, or people who are over the age of 65 plus, are having issues to a point to where they're dying. I mean, it's a real thing, and it's really affecting people a lot. So that's where I've been. I literally had no energy. I had shortness of breath. It was absolutely horrible. So I really appreciate you guys sticking with me and being patient as much as you possibly could. And like I said, I do apologize for any inconvenience the whole time that things were going on. But like I said, I had COVID. The place that I worked at shut down. They did pay us, and not only that, but I had to go and make sure I was okay because of my father, who went through 3 years of cancer treatments, but has been in full remission from cancer. Been in full remission for. Hey Zulak, what's up, man? Zulak. He's been in full remission for probably a good 2.5, 3 years now. So, I just wanted to get on here. I wanted to stream and let you guys know that I will be streaming more and more as I get the chance. But this past week, I literally had no energy at all to stream. No energy at all, which turned into a severe lack of motivation. So, that is what was going on currently. I'm still having issues when it comes to energy. problems, but not anything like I was by any means. So I just wanted to start streaming again and get this out of the way, explain to you guys what was going on. So that is kind of a short, sweet, to the point kind of explanation. It was a 13-minute explanation, 10-minute explanation, but I will be having an update video this weekend, to kind of explain to you guys what exactly happened in detail, as well as my plans for the summer when it comes to streaming new games, different stuff that's coming out, my plans for my channel. But I haven't streamed for like 2 weeks or so, close to probably 3 weeks, and that is the reason why. Short, sweet, to the point. That is the reason why. I'm still having congestion. I'm still having a little bit of shortness of breath. I'm still having a little bit of lack of energy, but I am definitely better than I was before. I definitely have the motivation again. I definitely have my appetite again. So I'm in way better shape than I used to be, and I just want to get on here and stream to show you guys that I have made progress, and the reason I was gone, just randomly was gone that whole time. So let's get into the game, and let's stream Sleeping Dogs. And I need to go to my apartment so I can call out these drug dealers on the camera. I thought my apartment was like close by here. Oh, it is. I'm like a street or two over. I was almost there. Don't ever give up what you like doing and keep pushing it. You got this, bro. Thank you so much, Zulak. I really appreciate your respect, your understanding, and your words of encouragement. I have a neighbor who he actually was in the service, and he actually, being in the service, he had got out. He had a lot of back problems. He had underlying issues. He had kidney failure. He had different things that happened to him over the past probably 6 years after he got out of the service, and he got COVID, and he told me all the things that were wrong with him. He got COVID in December, and he's still recovering from it because of all of his underlying issues that he has. That's another thing that really affected me physically. I already have a somewhat bad lower back problems. I don't know why I'm changing my clothes. I need to go to surveillance system and go to these two cameras. I already have somewhat bad lower back problems, and just 4 days that I was just laying there doing nothing. He's right here. It's obvious it's this guy. I already had lower back problems, but the 4 days that I literally just laid there and did nothing and watched TV, like I did nothing because of no energy, was turning to lack of motivation, didn't get up, didn't want to do anything. It was horrible. I've never felt so horrible in my life. COVID is a serious thing. Actually go back to work. It was painful. It was painful to actually go back to work because my body energy at all and doing nothing and like at all, that it probably took me another full 4 or 5 days of work, of straight working each day for my body to get back into the condition and the idea of working physically. It was weird. It was a really weird situation that I was in, and I'm not the only person who's ever had COVID. Not saying that, but everybody's different, and that is one thing I've learned when it comes to COVID, people being affected by it. And my grandparents, there he is again. This guy obviously has a fucking problem. You piece of shit. Get off the street. Wow, that's crazy. Have been taking like medicine. Yeah, I have been taking medicine. It's been over the counter, but it was really weird though, because when I went to the hospital, it wasn't the hospital, but it was like a doctor's care. It's a division of the hospital in the closest city that I live to. That's like 15 minutes away. When I went there on the phone, because you can set an appointment. And set up an appointment, and I did it at like 9 o'clock at night, because the doctor's care is open from 6 to 12 or something like that, I think. And so I placed an appointment for 9:30 at 9 o'clock. They said, yeah, come on in at 9:30, da-da-da-da-da. Have you ever had a COVID test before? And I said, no, I've never had a COVID test. So then I was like, well, that's maybe I'll get a COVID test then. So I get there to the doctor's care. Sorry, ladies. I get there to the doctor's care, and the doctor's care actually, as I'm filling out paperwork for updated medicines and different allergies that I might have, for the proper procedure, they even asked me if I've ever had a COVID test before, and I said no. And the whole time they still never tested me for COVID. They did blood work, they did chest X-rays, but they never once did a test for COVID. So I don't know what happened there. I'm really not really sure what happened there, but the doctor told me, he said he pretty much came down to it and said, well, he thinks it was a mix between a virus and also allergies, because I do have allergies during the spring, like a lot of people do, but they're not as bad as they used to be when I was younger, because you grow out of your allergies. And he said, yeah, that's pretty much what it's come down to, is that it is a virus, but it's not COVID, and it's a mix between allergies and that virus at the same time. I thought, well, it's kind of weird that I've been around people who had COVID, supposedly with the shutdown at work, and then now I don't have COVID, even though I'm pretty damn sure I have COVID. I don't know. But my main point of going to doctor's care was to make sure I didn't have COVID, because my father, with a pretty much a horrible immune system when it came to his white blood cell count and the fact that he had cancer, his immune system's horrible, and I wanted to make sure I wasn't going to be the reason that he got COVID or struggled to even survive because of how horrible his immune system was. I did it for him mainly. So yeah, that's pretty much the non-detailed version of that story, but I'll be doing an update video here this weekend for a better idea of what happened, and I'll get really detailed and kind of give you word for word and day by day what actually happened. So we'll get back into the game, and I'll say I was taking over-the-counter medicine. I wasn't taking anything, prescribed. They didn't prescribe anything to me or for me or anything like that. They just said rotate between allergy medicine and like Tylenol and ibuprofen and stuff like that to cut down what I have, to make it more bearable. Which it did make it more bearable, but it didn't solve anything. I still struggled like crazy. I'm 27 and I struggled with it. I bounced back better than what most people can, like especially like at a certain age, or if you have underlying issues, because I don't have any of that. But still, it was horrible, because my brother was sick and now I'm sick too, and I've been sleepy and not able to do anything, and I had a fever for the first few days. It's really scary, not gonna lie. Oh, that's really scary, bro. So do you know when your job is going to open again? Well, it is currently open. I actually, on the day that I left on a Friday, the day we opened back up, because we were closed for a week and a half, 2 weeks. I left the Friday that we opened, because that's when it really hit me. So I was off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and because the one guy worked for me on Sunday, I was going to work for him Tuesday, and I said that's fine with me, that's totally good, and good enough I was happy and appreciative enough that the one manager picked up a lot of the slack for me, because I still didn't have a lot of energy. But that was currently a week ago Friday when that happened, when we opened back up. So it was horrible. But we are open now. We have been we'll be a week Friday tomorrow. We'll be a week tomorrow, and yeah, it was. I needed those 4 days off. That was a drastic thing that had to happen. So thank you, Zulok, so much for asking questions and showing your concern, even though you don't know me, you don't owe me anything. Thank you again for the words of encouragement, and I hope you do get better, because if you do have COVID, and that's in fact what you have, it's really scary. It's really scary, and there were times where I think I went through a minor depression, and I've been through depression before a couple times when I was younger. It was kind of severe depression, but I know how to handle depression without any kind of medicine or anything like that. I know how to handle that. And I went through like a very minor stage of depression. So I know how to handle severe depression, and I went through a very minor depression with all that going on. So I am now back out of it. I've got the motivation. I've got the work, the want to work back in my system. So let's get into it.
How's business?
Get back into the game.
Very good. Sales are way down.
10 minutes later.
My shirts are just too boring. Hey, could you help me get some new design? I want to do a landscape series. Really capture what's cool about the city.
Yeah, sure.
Get me a couple of classic shots. Email them over when you have them.
Got it.
We'll do the side mission, then we'll go do a main mission for the... I don't know if we'll do main mission for the gang or for the cops. I like helping people out and making sure they're going to be okay, but hopefully one day all this COVID stops, but I don't know if it is, because I think there's another virus going to spread soon. No, the game is not online, sadly. This game would have been fantastic if it would have been online. Well, and that's the thing with, you know, if there's another virus that's going to be spreading soon, that's the one thing that you got to keep wearing your mask, got to keep doing this or that. I am in no way, shape, or form an anti-vaxxer, because I respect the right of anybody doing what they want. I respect the opinion of anybody, what they want to do, but I'm not going to be getting the vaccine because it is not FDA approved, and even though other people have gotten it so far, I don't like the fact that it's not FDA approved, because in my opinion, if this vaccination isn't FDA approved, but yet my father was pushed off of doing a certain trial for his cancer because it wasn't FDA approved, but yet they're saying, okay, let's give the vaccinations to all these millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of people, and let's try to push this into people's lives and make sure they get them as soon as possible and as much as possible. But yet cancer, something that can easily turn terminal, has to have something that's FDA approved even though it's a trial. I don't like that. It bothers me. So it's not FDA approved. They're basically putting this vaccination into people, and they are pretty much the guinea pigs. They're testing it on people. This is a trial run, and it's not FDA approved, and I do not agree with that at all. I agree with vaccinations. if they are approved by the FDA, if they're approved not to have any bad side effects that can, you know, turn bad. I know someone personally that they had an allergic reaction to the vaccine, even though he gave them all of their all of the allergies that he had, because he keeps them on file, because he has a lot of health issues. So he gave them everything that he has, because he has that stuff constantly on file. Well, he had the vaccination, which again is not FDA approved. He got the vaccination, and he was totally and completely shot for a month. Like, he got his first shot. That first shot, like, excuse my language, but I mean, this isn't any different than I talked any other way on my channel, but that fucked him up for a month. Like, it was horrible. He had all the symptoms of COVID after having, like, the day after having that vaccine. The day after having that vaccine, he had all the symptoms of COVID, and it's almost like he got COVID from that vaccine. It was the weirdest thing. And so he had to take a month off of work. He currently is not back because they said for him to get his next vaccine. And when he got his next vaccine, he was fine. But it was really weird. It was really weird. Really, really weird how he had an allergic reaction that lasted for a month. Like, he was in bad shape. I saw him. I talked to him. He sounded horrible. He looked horrible. He looked like death. And this was literally the day after he had the vaccine. And I'm like, oh yeah, I don't want that. I'm going to avoid that. Like, even though he has underlying issues, I'm going to avoid that until I absolutely have to. Sorry. That's just the way I feel. Freaks me out. But this COVID was bad enough. I don't want to have a shot that's going to make it worse. Yeah, same. I'm not getting the vaccine. I don't trust that. I feel once you get it, it kind of causes getting COVID, because that's what the cure is. So they're putting COVID basically into your body. That's the same thing with the flu. They don't put exactly that flu strand into your body, but they put a strand of the flu into your body. That way you get whatever it is, but it's a way to protect or flu. But the thing that we have to realize is that COVID are viruses. You have to build immunity to it, you have to have it. That's just the way it is. You have to have you can't cure a virus. You have to have the virus to build immunity to not get sick from that strain again. That's the way a cold works. That's the way sicknesses work. If it's a virus, that's the way it works. You have to get it to better build your immune system, to have a better immune system towards fighting it off again. That's just the way it works, and that's the way it's going to work. And if people don't agree with that, that's fine. I am not an anti-vaxxer, but I am an anti-vaxxer when it comes down to something that's not approved by the FDA. Sorry, but I'm not going to put something into my body that they don't even know for sure if it's working. And I'll get more into this into my update video this weekend. I'll upload it. I'll stream an update video, and I'll talk to you guys about everything. But I'll get back into the game here. I want to stream again today, and it most likely will be Arizona Sunshine, but we'll see what all happens. So I'm going to get back in the game. That way I can at least have some content to put out there. So like I said, hopefully tonight I'll have some Arizona Sunshine with Logan and I. And that Arizona Sunshine is always fun because it is co-op, and it is really fun. I'm not sure if it's DLC. I think it might be DLC or something like that, where you actually go in and I could be wrong, but you get like powers or something like that when you're fighting in the one tournament. I can't remember what it is. People have powers, or you can get powers, something like that. It's really weird. Okay. Take the picture. She wants updated looks for t-shirts, I assume. Now, I will put out there, in my opinion, the way a lot of this stuff works when it comes to the vaccines or COVID, a lot of it is your political view. But me personally, I try to always think rationally, logically, and not emotionally, because when you think emotionally, you make bad decisions that are not good for yourself or people around you, because when you make emotional decisions, most generally they are selfish decisions, because your emotions are your own. They're the way you think, and as long as you think a certain way, that's all that matters. So I am not going to go into a situation and make emotional decisions. I'm going to go in and make rational, logical decisions that make sense for myself and others around me, because you can affect others around you with your emotions in a poor way, in a very poor way. And you have to go find specific groups of people for them to agree with you and your emotions. But most generally, I'd say 85% of the time, when you make logical or rational decisions, those decisions can affect people in the way you want. They can affect people in the way you want them to affect them. Because rational, logical ideas and decisions are planned. So these decisions you make that are like that will most generally never backfire, because when you make the decisions, you plan around other people's thoughts and feelings. You plan your decisions. You plan what's going on. So I don't want to point anybody out, but when there's a conservative thinking, and then there's a liberal thinking. I'm very conservative when it comes to anything I do, and I do agree with some liberal thought processes. I think I have to take a picture of the sunset. There we go. I do agree with some liberal thought processes. I agree with most conservative thought processes, but there are some things that you don't have to be conservative about. You don't have to be liberal about. Just because you agree with one side doesn't mean you have to be just that one side strictly. You can accept other sides. So that's what I think a lot of the vaccinations and wearing masks things are, is that they just do whatever the social media tells them, and that's it. They don't care otherwise. Sorry, but I'm gonna make my own decisions for my own self, and that's about it. This guy's still up and going. You want to take a swim there, bud? He won't take a swim because he's just gonna hit the beach. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's dead. He's not knocked out. He is dead. But I guess that's what happens, huh? Oh, there's my bike. I knew I parked it like right here on the edge or something. Oh, I'll go do this real quick. I saw it there, but I didn't go do it. Oh, that's way far down there. Unless... Wait a minute here. What you have to do in this game, you have to... There's a stairway. I bet that stairway leads to that. Yeah. I bet I have to go. So, this game is... I am an undercover cop. And I have played this game twice. Played it on PS3, and then I played it on PS4 all the way through. It's part of the True Crimes game series. It's part of the True Crimes game series. If you've ever heard of True Crime game series at all. I think there was one that took place in LA. There was one that took place in New York. And this one's taking place in Hong Kong. And so, I'm an undercover cop joining that has joined the gang. And the gang doesn't consist of a lot of people that you know of from your past, but you grew up with a lot of these people who are higher up in this gang, or at least are thugs in this gang. And it makes it easier to befriend them. So you can go in and you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to join this gang and be an undercover cop in this gang and kind of get the layout of what's going on. And it's pretty much just to dismantle everything that's going on in this gang. Come on, man. I want that car. Yeah, give me the car, thank you. And it's pretty much just to go in and dismantle this gang as the cop without them knowing about it. And yeah, it gets pretty spicy because you slowly kind of befriend the gang and kind of get away from the cops. Like you lose your you kind of lose your place while going through the story. Wei does kind of loses his place and kind of gets too attached to the gang, and then realizes, oh yeah, I still am a cop. And I think at the very end of the game, he just stays with the gang. I can't remember what happens, but it gets pretty dramatic, and it's a pretty damn good game. But if you stick around a little bit, there's a lot of good fighting. Well, yeah, I mean, the one thing you don't do is say, hey, I'm a cop, let me take your car. He just takes the car with no explanation. Hey, give me your car, bitch. This is my car now. This is the carjacking. So, yeah. And I've noticed, too, that this GPS just took me in a circle. Took me back all the way through here. Whoa. Whoa, hey, yo. Okay, so you collect these statues, and you can return them to your old sensei, and your old sensei will teach you how to do certain moves with the return of each of these. I don't know the actual runtime of the game, but there's enough side stuff to do that I would say the game is probably good.
This is good. Did you enjoy your time in the States?
It was all right.
I don't know.
Two homes is to have two souls.
Maybe 70 plus hours of gameplay. Probably more than that.
Then I think you must guard your soul carefully.
That's just a guess.
So as not to lose.
And you legit could just look it up. Because I don't have the proper information. So, we'll go and, since we returned the statue, we're going to upgrade to get a new move. Square, square, hold, square. Okay. Square, square, hold. I held square twice at the end. But you really do feel like Bruce Lee while playing this game.
Your ancestors called, and I can disown you. Strong like bear, not limp like noodle. Please stop by again if you find one of my statues.
Okay, bye. Where's the door at? I can't remember where the fucking door is. Sunstrike follow-up. There are actual fight clubs you can go to throughout the game. There are fight clubs in different corners of the map and stuff you can go to and win cash prizes. This also right here, if you've played any of these other games, you'll recognize these games. You'll recognize the outfits, I should say. But we'll go over here. This is like a special outfits area.
Why don't you have a pork bun in your hand? You look like you could use a pork bun. Hey, you.
I go right here in the corner here.
You need better clothes.
So he has preset outfits and hats. So I'll just kind of run through them. Luchador mask, cowboy hat, ghost pig mask, classic black fedora, straw hat, pretty much Raiden.
They steal all their looks from me. Stupid beggars. They couldn't outfit a man.
Oh, I don't know if I can stream Fortnite. And then outfits. Okay, so I'll just go to the top here. Okay, so retro try outfit. So if you just kind of pay attention at the bottom left corner, it tells you that each thing has like a certain ability / power that you can use. So throwback gangster set, special retro triad bonus. And then the Wing Chun.
But my wife couldn't take the smell. She'd tell me, you change store or you never see me naked again. She don't look like she used to. So I had to think about it.
So Wing Chun master bends space and time like a true master. So we'll click on that.
I can feel your
Slow time slows at critical moments in combat, making counters easier to perform. So we'll do that one. That's only 10,000. Yakuza style. Heat level goes up half as fast, and you're naked pretty much with a speedo. Russian mob style, complete history of your skin. Gun accuracy increased by 50%. We're not really into the guns yet. Guns will come in like I think halfway through the game. Then there's handguns, there's rifles, there's shotguns. There's different stuff you can use, and you can slow down time as you use the gun, so it makes it more fun too. Mongol tribe style, leave no doubt which side of the law you are on. Increases melee damage by 40%. Vigilante, I already have this one. So sometimes the law isn't enough. And it says counters are easier to perform. Unknown warrior, do your duty. Gain an additional 5% face experience as you do certain missions. Drunken fist, easily underestimated but not never forgotten. Activate the drunken fist stance, filling your face meter in combat. So what he does is, I've already used this before, but I didn't stream. I wanted to stream the one day, but my internet was down. The day I wanted to get back into streaming, my internet was down, and it was like a signal box on the tower. In the housing, there was a crack, so then water collected in it. It must have happened during the winter sometime. I don't know. So I was going to stream this, and the Drunken Fist is a very funny fighting, but it's literally Drunken Fist style fighting. And so he punches fast, and he like flips and lands on his back and stuff. So it's really weird to see him fight like that, but it's a really fun fighting style. So the GSP Black training outfit, feel the rush, additional melee and grapple damage, unlock signature flying punch. Unleash the flying punch move and increase grappling damage. So this one does it, same thing. This one does the same thing, and this one does the same thing. They're just different
My son runs the pork bun carts downtown.
GSP
You should go see him.
outfits.
I taught him everything he knows.
Then Sun Wukong. Everything except the tail. Somersault Cloud unlocks in your garage. So it's a vehicle. I don't remember if it's a motorcycle or not. I think it is. Great strength is bestowed upon you. Bronze Warrior. Do you have what it takes? Reduces melee damage taken by 60%. He looks like the Silver Surfer. / Saitama / Dr. Manhattan / a street actor. Agent 47 suit. There you go. Dirty work is best done in a clean suit. Silver baller pistol. Reduce attention from the police. Naturally. Seraph Industries armor. Icarus might have made it to the sun with the flawless armor. FR-27 sanction Fletcher rifle. 33% reduction and damage from gunfire. Rico Rodriguez custom outfit. Clothes to cause chaos in. Revolver with grenade launcher. Action hijack vehicles in a greater distance. Lightning Warrior outfit harnesses the power of the sky. Wield the Lightning Warrior sword. I think I've used this before, and this was actually really fun, but I can't remember the exact fighting style, how it was all laid out. And tactical outfit. True warrior must use cunning and strength. Bulletproof armor helps too. Assault rifle and grenade launcher, 50% reduction in damage from gunfire. So those are all like the legendary outfits you can get. This one here is like the Master of Space and Time. So we're definitely going to go try this out for the rest of the stream. Oh, I'm sorry, miss. Watch out. Watch out. I just honk as they run. I know. So I've been trying to expose more of my YouTube channel on my TikTok account. I have a TikTok account, and if you are a TikTok problem child that gets on TikTok and can't get away, I do cosplay as Batman on TikTok. That is my TikTok handle. And Batman, it's like a Batman shrouded in shadow, kind of silhouette. It's not really silhouette, but it's kind of like a Batman shrouded in shadow kind of look for the profile picture. So if you wanted to, that is my handle on TikTok, and I cosplay Batman quite a bit. I just really enjoy cosplaying Batman. I have other stuff that I'm planning on doing here in the next 5 months. Within the next 5 months. I just got to get everything together and corrected and finished and put up. So that is my TikTok handle, and I do have 720 followers on TikTok. And funny enough, I've been doing TikTok for maybe a year or two. No, probably been a year and a half, maybe at the most, that I've been doing TikTok. And I've been doing YouTube for probably 7 years. And when it comes to TikTok and when it comes to
I'm
YouTube,
glad you're here.
I don't
What do you know about the underground
do
racing?
I don't dedicate enough time
Drive
to it, in my
fast,
opinion,
occasionally they crash
that
into
I
something.
Yeah,
can't.
and occasionally they end up killing each other.
Well, that's manslaughter at best.
But these last couple of files don't feel like manslaughter to me. It's got more of a deliberate feel to it.
You want me to check it out?
Yeah. Get into the circuit and see what you can find out.
All right. See you.
Oh no! So I feel like I'm just gonna have to race. I won't be able to. He's a friend of a friend. Big race head. I'll let him know you'll call. Call Ace. Okay, contacts Ace.
Yeah.
I'm Wei Shen. You up for a race?
Yeah, sure. Long as you don't mind losing.
Yeah, it's YouTube. I mean, I feel like if I could, and I was able to dedicate more time, because I do have a full-time job, and I also farm. I raise livestock, along with actual agriculture. To dedicate a lot of time to anything when it comes to social media content that I want to put out there. What in the hell is going on here? I'm not going to question anymore. I'm just going to drive. Oh, okay. Thank you very much. I was just saying the fact that I've been trying to get people to come over to my YouTube channel from TikTok, which, if that was possible, I mean, it's not like I do anything special on YouTube. I stream games just like anybody else does. Usually my streams are about an hour long, so I don't know how long this stream is going to last in general. Oh, I hit her. Oh, shit. Trying to cut corners already. I did. I ran her over. I did not really mean to. I was trying to cut corners as soon as the race started, and it really wasn't the smartest thing to do. I mean, she really shouldn't be standing in the middle of the street, even though that's how the rest of it, you know, when it comes to the street races, how they start. And drag races, someone stands there in the middle and, you know, flags the people to start. But, that was her fault. Oh, I should have used e-brake. There we go. See, what I'm doing right now is the function you can use to ram people. I use it somewhat kind of like a boost, even though I don't know if it really actually boosts you or not. I just assume it does because it seems like it does, so I just use it as a boost. Even if I'm wrong, I still do it.
good win. Lucky for you, those Amars kept getting in the way. 1 in a million shot.
Want a rematch?
Yeah, sure. I'll take you.
You ready for the big time? Let me know. Everybody knows I'm the best driver in the city. Everyone.
Oh yeah? I'll take you down too, hotshot. Just as soon as my car is fixed.
Whoa. Now we'll go do a gang mission. Okay. We're getting there quick, somewhat. See how fast I stop when I just barrel through here. Hey, parked perfectly. It's the way it works.
Can I help you with something?
Yeah. Are you Ping?
No, there's no Ping.
How about the owner then?
I'm the owner, just not Ping.
All right, not Ping. I'm picking up hardware for Orange Lotus. You know it?
Orange Lotus? Sure. This is some pretty sophisticated stuff. Sure you can handle it?
I'll manage.
My number's on the package. You need a hand getting slot X into socket Y? Give me a call.
Okay, pretty.
Did you get the bug?
I got it.
What the? Oh!
Right here. Stupid idiot.
I knew if I cut him off. Thank you.
Did you get the bug?
I got it.
Our surveillance team reports that you should be able to get onto the roof from the construction site next door. Whatever you do, don't let them see you planting that bug.
No shit.
Oh, I did not mean to. What the hell? Why are people just laying in the street and on the road? Just randomly. Hey, Freddie Benson. Haven't seen you for a while. I'm sure you haven't seen me for a while either, for 2+ weeks. I will be doing an update video this weekend, so it'll have all of the information, the reason why I was off for 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks. Has to deal with where I work and COVID, so I'll get more into detail. I explained more at the beginning of the stream what had happened, but I won't explain it again until my actual update stream comes out. So it'll be this weekend, might be Saturday, could very well be tomorrow. It's whenever I'm gonna have time, so I'll put it out there. but I definitely plan to start streaming again, more so.
How'd the bus thing go?
Good.
We can fight, huh?
Yeah. Nothing.
Hey, don't try that shit. You got something to say, talk.
It's too easy. This guy comes out of nowhere just when dog guy is pressing us. Ugh.
I think this gets kind of...
Hey, I'm getting some noodles from the kitchen.
Oh yeah, gotta unscrew the vent.
They're fucking noodles, Vincent. Whatever's back there.
You want for two?
Yeah, Sleeping Dogs is it is a great game. It's a lot like Mafia lockpicking on the cars. Okay, hire a taxi. Alright, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to end the live stream, and I'll be right back with more Sleeping Dogs right after this. So thank you guys again for watching. As always, I'm a nonprofit YouTuber / streamer. I do this purely for fun. And Sleeping Dogs is a fantastic game. Thank you everybody so much for being so patient with me the past 3 weeks that I haven't been streaming at all, but don't worry, I'll have an in-depth explanation this weekend sometime when I do an update video, an update stream about everything that went on, everything that had happened in depth with detail, and just overall my opinions about everything. And so I somewhat touched on it in this stream, but I'll do it again this weekend, but with it being more about my plans this summer, about what I want to do on my channel, and just overall everything life. My personal life and my social media content life. So thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you all in the next live stream, and hopefully we'll be able to test out this Master of Space and Time outfit. So thanks you guys again for watching, and I'll see you all in the next live stream.